What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Charts and Chats, episode 20. Today's October 19th, and it is Wednesday. We about to just get right on into it, guys. Hopefully everybody's having a good day. Now, let me make sure the music's not too loud or anything for you guys. Oh, man. Hopefully everybody's having a good day. Now, the music's not too loud. We lit, guys. We lit. Alright, I'm waiting for Martin to get here real quick. One of my one-on-one mentees. We're gonna get right to it. Here, I'll take my screen off for you guys. Ah, shit. Fix the camera. You already know what the deal is. Alright, we lit. Why's my iPad connected? Alright, we lit. Alright, where you at, boy? Where you at, Martin? Where you at, Martin? Get right on into these charts. We're going to make this magic happen. Yo. What's up, Martin? Chillin'. It's 8:30. Ain't nothing happening right now, but usually I try to start at 8, but I don't really be stressing it because, like, remember I told you I don't be taking trades early no more. I try to stick to like 9:30, 9 o'clock. Yeah. I've just been sticking to it. It's been working out, so I'll just stick to it. The more I stay disciplined and follow those rules, the more likely I'll be able to continue doing that same thing. Stressing it because, like, remember I told you Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's something I gotta work on because a lot of the times it's like if you see something, why wouldn't you take advantage? And it's like the setups be there, but the timing isn't there. So sometimes it just, it fuck me up. That's cool. We all learn every day. We ain't perfect. We all getting better. I think it's a back tester, right? Personally, I have heard of it, but a lot of them, they never have US 30, so I just never even looked into them. Nah, it's not the same. It's weird. You can just like look at chart. Here, I'll show you in a little bit, but matter of fact, let me just get into this chart, and I'm gonna show you once I mark it up a way I would back test, like what I personally do. Alright, we're gonna do what we always do. We're gonna get that Asian session. Here, I can put the box. I know where it is mentally, the Asian sessions, but okay. I already see some potential today from looking at this so far. So one thing I'm noticing is after I mark up this Asian range, I just realized that this New York session down here, did I have a false break? It did have a false break, but it did clear. I'm holding the wrong button. It cleared these lows right here. These lows were cleared during that New York 3 o'clock push. 2:15, 3 o'clock right here. So this is this could possibly be the low of the day. Possibly. We're gonna see. I also see that price, when they did drop in this area, it tapped into this order block right here on the 15-minute. So I'm gonna just draw it all the way over, tapping into it once again. I'm gonna mark up the 50% of our Asian range, and I'm gonna mark up this 12 a.m. open. These are all the things I do as soon as I go and try somewhere. Damn, I wish it wasn't so early. This would have been a good time to try to buy, but I'll wait. But alright, so basically all I'm looking at right now is after we ranged during Asian session, I saw that price came down. Here. I'm about to change this real quick. Where's crosshair? Yeah, I think it'll be easier. One thing I noticed, I was watching some of my videos and it was hard for me to like tell where I was talking about. I would just like be pointing with the crosshair and it would just be like the arrow. But I think it's easier to tell what I had to cross, where I'm pointing to. Alright, but now I see that last night we were consolidating at this Asian range, but then once London opened, we came down, cleared these lows, and then we traded into this 50% of this order block right here. So from here to here, you see we traded into it 1, 2, 3 times, and that wick came and cleared these lows before it traded into it that one last time. So this is already a scenario in which we're assuming that this could possibly be the low of the day. What just happened? All right, go back to this. But this could be possibly the low of the day. Why? Because it had a false break during the New York session. I keep saying New York. During the London session, and traded into an order block. So that's showing you that it traded into an area of support, traded away from it immediately. And now we're just going to basically see if we could potentially continue that trend, or is it going to be a New York reversal. But like I said, the characteristics for a New York reversal are different from a London continuation. When you're looking for a characteristic for a London continuation move, you ideally want to see the low of the day or the high of the day created during that London session, as you can see here. And when you're trading and looking for a New York reversal, you ideally want to see that during the New York session, you're making the low or the high of that day currently. And as of right now, we're not making the low or the high of the day during New York. We're currently having this retracement to this 15-minute order block, to this Asian session low. And we're also just time of day is 8:30, so we could start to see that push ideally, but we're gonna see. And we're right under the 12 a.m. open, so ideally when you're bullish, you want to buy below that open. So this is just giving you a good scenario. So if we miss this trade and it does take off, at least it's something that we spotted early on. So I'm just gonna mark up all of my areas of liquidity, all areas I'm gonna target. Where is this today? Yeah, right here I'm gonna mark up this one just because this is the previous day's high. So if we're bullish, ideally we're going to be targeting these highs up here, and then the previous day low is all the way down here, which ideally probably isn't gonna get hit, but you never know. This is just all going off of strictly just looking for my type of setup that I want to look for. I haven't gone over higher time frame yet, none of that. So this is basically it. Right now, personally, it's a little choppy. Ideally, I would have wanted to see this high get ran by this candle, then come back for this retracement. But we're going to see. As of right now, I'm trying to see if price is going to have that reaction to start to push higher, to potentially look to be able to catch this push. But if you even pull your fib from this low to this high, you can even see that we're currently rejecting this fib also. So right now, there's a lot of reason to believe that price will start to move from this area to the top side, but we're gonna see. We just gotta wait and be patient. We're gonna look at the higher time frame now and try to frame another setup. But ideally, if price does take off or slowly takes off, we'll probably just wait for a pullback at 9:30 to then possibly go higher. And if this move doesn't happen and it ends up being a New York reversal, we'll probably see price push a little bit higher, retrace to the 50%, maybe consolidate, before then targeting lower lows. But this is basically what I'm expecting to happen based off of lower time frame. But now we're going to move on to the 4-hour and the daily time frame. Here, I'm going to start off on the daily first. First thing I notice is this daily order block that we have over here to the left. Right here. We're currently in this area right now. So ideally, I was looking to see if we were possibly going to have a reaction yesterday. But we're going to see, due to the fact that crypto's going for all-time highs, it makes me believe that US30 more than likely is too. So overall, I'm still bullish because I know we've been bullish the past week. So trying to catch that one bearish day is going to be hard. But I am going to keep in the back of my mind, we are in this daily order block area. And if we do start to see rejection of the top side, I know that we ideally could be coming back to target maybe this low, this candle, possibly this low, this candle. These are all fair value gaps. So if ideally, we know US30 is in an overall uptrend. It's simple as that. It's been in an uptrend for as long as I've been trading it. So we overall know, it's in an uptrend overall. So we know when it has these small pullbacks, it's ideally going to be filling in fair value gaps or just coming in to collect liquidity before going higher. So now that we have that, we're going to move on to the 4-hour. So this is what we're expecting right now with the daily. We just know where it's at, so that's keeping that in mind. We see on the 4-hour, we're slowly losing momentum to the top side. Slowly losing momentum. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull my fib from this low right here to this high. And we see that we have this 4-hour order block right here. Right in confluence with this. Got this 4-hour order block. I'm also going to put the 50% of this order block also. We got this right here. The 50% right at that 79. So ideally right now, if we were just looking for an easy trade, it would ideally be like that. But this area and price, this 4-hour order block is at 35,285. That's all the way down here. That's this order block right here. This 4-hour order block, which is kind of low. See what I mean when I be saying brokers are different? Look at the difference. This order block is all the way down here on here. But if you look on this broker, it's weird. 35,100. 35,276. See how it's like different numbers? That's why I tend to try to use the bodies of candles, because everything's always so different. It makes it a little hard sometimes to strategize, but ideally, if we were looking for a pullback, we would want to see it come back to this 35,280 area, which is here. And that's just based off of this, because we're still in the uptrend. Until these lows start to really get broken through, there's no reason to believe we're going to be falling any lower. But if we do fall lower, like I said in the previous lives, this breaker block is going to be a good area to target. Not because it's a 4-hour, but based off the daily. This 4-hour breaker is also in confluence with a lot of these candles here. It's the high of this breaker is at 34,882. 882. 882 is like somewhere right here. So we'll be retesting, basically filling in this fair value gap right here. Almost. Somewhere in this area. It's not perfect, but like I said, if you draw your fib from this low of this move to the high, put the 38.1%, this right in this area also, which will be filling in these gaps. So that's just stuff to keep in mind. We probably aren't gonna really drop that far, but it's always good to just keep in mind what is likely to happen. And based off the 4-hour, it looks like it's gonna keep falling personally. It look, he does, right? It's a lot of confluence there. And based off of the lower time frame, it's kind of harder. It's not really showing us the same thing. It's like two different things. That's why you always got to go over both. You can see how this is pushing that off of this area I was talking about. We just got to give it time personally. But like I said, if we're overall bearish, I'm keeping in mind this right here, because this is going to be our 4-hour bearish order block right here. Because the thing with these order blocks, say you have that first up candle and you're like, okay, if price starts to, in order for this candle to become an order block, you got to wait for the next candle or the next few candles to then break this low. Because if the next candle is like this and doesn't break that low, then the first candle still isn't an order block. You got to wait for a candle to then break the low and show you that it wants to come lower for it to then be classified as an order block. So in this case, right here, let me put this up candle wasn't an order block until this up candle right here that broke this low. Not broke the low, but start to break this body. So ideally, if we continue to fall below what price is this, 35,430, then we know that there's a chance we can come lower. And if you go over here, then go to the 4 hour, do that same thing. Where is it? It will be right here. We'll see where this is on our 15, and you can see that's right here. So now you start to map other things together, like having a retracement to this 4 hour order block, which is in confluence with this 50%, to then continue lower. You see what I mean now? And we'll push off of this 15-minute order block that we already pushed off of twice. So the likelihood of it being respected again, if it does drop off this 4 hour order block, is going to be less likely. And like I said, since we were bearish on higher time frame, it makes more sense now. You see what I mean? And you can try to formulate better buys, because you got to keep in mind that this is a 4 hour order block also. And mind you, it's not just a 4 hour order block. We got this 15-minute right under it also, which is this candle right here, this last up candle or this down move right here. So these are two things that I'm keeping in mind. And also the last thing I'm gonna do to really solidify this setup is I'm going to pull my fib from this high that was created at 3:30, which could possibly even be the high of the day also, if you keep that in mind, because this is the low of the day and the high of the day for London. You pull it to this low that price is currently at, right? I'm not trying to have too many confluences in one area. Right here. Now you see that this 70.50% is in confluence with that 15-minute, that 4 hour order block, and that 15-minute order block is right under it. So those are some confluences we have. And then before we really cut it all off, we're just gonna mark up where our main levels are. So it doesn't look like there's any really main ones. 35,500 is all the way up here. And then we have 35,200 down here. So yeah, we're kind of just in this range overall. If you look at this, we're trading in between. But we're ideally closest to 35,500. But we came up to it around 1, 2, 3 times already without really pushing into it. So we could expect price to continue to try to go lower and reach for 35,200, which is our big figure level. If you go to the higher time frame, you can see we're losing that momentum. This order block is down here. So 35,250 to 35,200 is ideally where I would be looking to go on the short term. It's still a good amount. It's a good move. Yeah, we just gotta try to map out what is likely to happen and what isn't likely to happen at the end of the day. But regardless, I'm still holding my trades. Those runners, they're still both up. I don't know, they might get stopped. My one trade is like, my entry is like somewhere right here, so it could be stopped out. But if this is the low of the day, then ideally it won't, but you never know. I don't be hoping. Facts. I'm gonna hold that shit till I die. I'm gonna have that shit in my will. I'm gonna pass that shit on. That October 18th, 2021. That's gonna be 2054. And I'm still in this trade. I'm like, it's been bullish for 50 years. Imagine. But nah, that's really all I'm looking at. So ideally, After realizing what possibly could happen, this could be the high of the day also. So London session created the high and the low of the day in which we currently are at. So if you look at this candle here, everything from here is this new day, and you can see this is currently the main low, this is the main high. So there could be a chance that this does end up just being a New York. It could be a New York continuation if you really think about it either way. Because if we have a retracement from this high to here, retrace and go lower, that's still New York retracement. But if this New York retracement is held, it'll still be a New York retracement. So ideally, I don't think we'll see a reversal today, personally. But we'll see. I'm kind of leaning more towards the short term based off the higher time frame. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's why I be saying sometimes the timing is very key, because even though price is here right now, we might end up ranging for a little bit. You see, we don't really have that momentum yet. It's about 850. We're not really pushing away. But if I wait and then I see that price is bullish, starts to push, but then at 930 I get a chance to possibly get a pullback, then that could be that could be something I look to do. Or if I just wait till 930 and I see that price has a big push up here and starts rejecting at 930, then that's a great sign, because we have our confirmations, we have everything mapped out, we know what we're looking for. Then I can anticipate price to possibly go lower, and then I have my targets. I'll be targeting this low. But it does kind of make it a little bit harder, considering that the London session did make the low and the high of the day. So now we got to kind of figure out which way is more likely. So that's when we take the higher time frame analysis now, and we see we're losing that momentum. We had this big wick up, but then failed to break it. Now it looks like we're just going to have a small retracement, in which is needed due to the fact that we're extremely overbought. And even if it's just we'll get the 38.20%. Even if it's just a 38.20%, you can see that we're more than likely probably going to retest this small order block right here. And that is at 35,357, which is... I hate how these two brokers are different. Like, it's fucking me up. You see how it's like not the same? Yeah, it's like, look at this. Here, I'm gonna make them like perfect, just so it's like, it's so different but so similar at the same time. This is 4 candles. This is 4, and the other one has 3. And then these are dojis, and this one's like a small order block. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna just leave it at that. Fuck it. I'm gonna just let time tell me what it's gonna do. Shit. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but hold on. I'm about to go to the bathroom real quick. And how many trades should you backtest minimal before trading live? 50 trades? Nah, bro. I say you at least give yourself... I would trade every day probably for 6 months. And that's like 60, 30, 60, 90, 120. I said it's probably going to be at least 200 trading days before you should trade live, personally. But I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick. I'll be back. You hear me, bro? I think my headset turned off. Alright, you hear me? My headset disconnected. That's that Bluetooth shit. But what the guy said, he said, how many trades should you back test? Alright, my fault. I had to go to bed, and that shit creeped up on me out of nowhere while I was talking. I was like, damn, I gotta go. But no, yeah, I say you should back test. I wouldn't say there's a minimum amount of trades before trading live. I say you should be back testing, not back testing, but you should be trading demo for a certain amount of time before you trade live. Personally, that's what I think. What do you think about that, Martin? What would you say before trading live? Mm-hmm. That's 1% better a day. Shit get bad. It's better safe than sorry. It's better to just take the time to try to practice it and make sure you're still consistent, because even after you backtest, you're gonna lose money. That's what sucks. Because this is part of the game. You're gonna lose money, and especially if you're a beginner, you're gonna be losing more money than you should because you don't know there's certain things that you should know. You don't have the experience that you should have. You're not well off enough to understand what is really gonna happen, what is likely to happen if you don't stay disciplined. So it's just better off to just do what you gotta do and just, you know, take my money. Fuck my, they could take my blood. I want my money back. Fuck that. That's really all it is. It's all personal. A lot is psychological, mental. Yeah, right now nothing really is happening at price, so I'm just keeping in mind both these characteristics. Let me look at NAS 100, see if I can get a similar. NAS kind of looks ugly. NAS is, it's pushing. Shit. Yeah, it looks cleaner, but at the same time, it's way more overbought. Like, this is pushing higher. So that gives me the idea that I don't think we have enough support. Like, do you really? I don't think we're just gonna push off. Personally, it's possible, but do I really think that's gonna happen? Personally, no. This is a 1 hour order block also. Let me go back to this chart. Go back to this 30. Oh, and I did it again. Fuck. Hold on. I gotta learn not to switch charts. I'll be losing my markups. Let me go to hour. Yeah, we're right at this hour order block now that I'm looking at it. Right here. It's actually the one I caught a trade off of yesterday. Is it? Nah, it's the one below. Never mind. This is that retracement. There's a lot of areas that I'm have marked up right now, but they're all very close in vicinity. Like this 15-minute and this hour order block, same area. This 15-minute and this 4-hour, same general area, same fib. Both have fib setups. So both of these are ideally able to play out because they fit both of my rules in the setup I'm looking to take personally. Are we pushing? What happened? What time is it? It's only 9 o'clock. Where'd that volume come from? This is like not even, this is within 10 seconds. What the fuck? You see this, Martin? This 10-second candle? Just go off that whole last candle, and that whole candle took 15 minutes. Oh, yeah, it's rejecting now, though. Alright, we just gonna see. We gonna wait till 9:30. It'll tell us what we need to know. Yeah, just look at this candle right here on the hour. Look at how it just came up and tried to clear these highs. Even though it really didn't clear it, like I said, pay attention to bodies of the candles a lot of the time. It tells you a lot that you need to know. If you look at the bodies, it doesn't really. Matter of fact, never mind. Forget what I just said. I don't know what I was thinking. I was thinking for some reason the body's gonna be engulfing this, but yeah, that was a little bit of a brain fart moment. And right now we're bearish. It's showing us to go lower. We're gonna see how we're gonna react to this 15-minute order block. Are we gonna come down to that 50% with that 1 hour? What is 1 hour? No, it's that 15-minute. We're gonna see. If this starts to get violated, then we know ideally we're gonna be bearish for the day more than likely. And it looks like we're gonna come for this low. So ideally, I think this is gonna be the high of the day. I'm more bearish right now than bullish, personally. Just based off higher time frame and everything that's going on. I think we're more likely to have this drop of about, that's only 60 pips. It's only 140. Yeah, I think we'll have that drop personally. I think that's what might more than likely happen. So let's just see. See how it reacts. See if 930 could possibly give us a push higher to then go short. That could be something we look to do. It's my iPad not charging. Yeah, you're bearish too. Yeah, I am super. We're gonna see what happens. Which one? Yesterday's? But it was that first trade. So right here, what's this scenario? Where was it? I'm trying to find exactly where it was. It was, fuck, where was it at? I know it was somewhere in here. Yesterday. I'm trying to find exactly where it was. If I was buying off of that, this was on the short time frame. So hold on, I'm trying to figure out where this was. If this was here. This is 945. Traded lower. Cause I know which one you're talking about. I had a crazy entry like to the pip. I'm trying to find out where it was though. Shit, I don't know. These charts be fucking my eyes up. I think I originally, right here, I got in when we came to this order block, and that's when we had that reaction. So you know the one when I was on the 5-minute and I was literally got in at the pip. Hold on, do I have it in the Telegram? Yeah, that one was crazy. I'm a hacker. Charts don't lie. Charts don't lie. Mm-hmm. That's good. That's how I've been. Shit, I don't even try to really teach people, honestly. 'Cause at the end of the day, if people really wanted to learn, they would. Yeah, I don't feel, nah. I don't feel the stress of it. That's why I have a free Telegram. I don't got, if I really didn't want to, I could just go a few days, go a week without posting. You know what I mean? Stress free. I just do it because I like to. It's like a little mini journal. Gives me something to type, help people. The one person, Anderson, he got 200K in funding. And he's young too. He's actually 18. Yeah, but we gonna see. I'm gonna, cause even though you can get an account, you can easily get an account. The thing is, easily getting those accounts is possible because you can over leverage and get funded accounts. So I don't know exactly how he went about it. I don't think he over leveraged though, because he got into a trade immediately when he got it. He was already in profit, break even, all that. And I was just like, all right, that's what's up. And then he was like, he's 18, not 19. I was like, damn, bro, this even better. But I'm gonna just give it like a week or two. I'm gonna see how consistent he is, because if he's able to make his first withdrawal, regardless if he blows the account or not or fails it, at least he'll be able to make that money that he spent on it back. That's really what it comes down to. So even if he does that, that's great. But look how close we came to that 50%. Now we're rejecting. This would have been a good time to buy, but I'm looking at risk to reward wise. And if I would have got in here, had like a say a 25 pip stop, this is only about a 46 take profit. And right now, it would only be about a 30 pips. And I don't feel comfortable taking that trade. It doesn't give me enough reward for it to personally take it. Even though it's probably will keep going higher, it could go even higher. But judged off of what I'm looking at this higher time frame, the ideal setup right now for me would be shorting up here, based off higher time frame, based off all these confirmations that I have, based off of if we trade back to this order block that is already respected. So that's what I'm going off of right now. Probably gonna see this push to the top side, and I'll be looking to short. Because we're showing that momentum. You see it now. And it's about, what time is it? 9:08. Yeah, so we got about 22 minutes. And everything's playing out. So this setup right here that, like I said, was probably going to push up, it's going up. These are all possible trades, but I'm just being disciplined, leaving it. If I don't see at least a 1 to 2, 1 to 3 reward ratio, I ain't for it. If I can get short with about a stop above here, that's 23 pips, 27 if anything. And I'll be looking to get possible 87 to target yesterday's low, which will give me 200 or more. Once we get to that order block up here, I'm going to get in. I'm not going to wait till 9:30, but once we get to that 4-hour order block right up here, I'm getting in. And I'm going to have my stop above this high at about 25 pips. Where's my phone at? I left my phone in the bathroom. Oh my God. I was about to say, what the fuck? Left that junk. Yeah, we had a run over there. Now I got my MetaTrader on the side. I could have just used this, but I don't like really using it to enter actual trades. Hold on. Like I have it here, but I just like looking at for the profit and loss on my other monitor. It just makes it easier. I don't know why you can't see it. I don't know. It's been weird. Yeah, it's through the FTMO. So they're a broker, yeah. Oh, this is real choppy, but we gonna make it work. Let me look at all. Yeah, I'll just break even. Yesterday I had a small win because I lost originally. I cut the trade short, but I made most of it. I made it all back plus more, but it was just a little small profit day. Ugh. You said there's a fair value gap. Oh, it's on a 5 minute. Personally, bro, I don't really try to look at fair value gaps on a 5 minute, just because there's so many. I try to stick to the higher time frame ones. So I'm just looking at a 4 hour. I'm just looking for possible areas price is gonna target. There's no fair value gaps here. I'm looking on the hour. There's no fair value gaps. In the consolidation, it doesn't. There's not really a lot of fair value gaps because it's all cluttered together. I'm gonna be hedging my fucking positions, basically my buy positions, but it's cool. I ain't even keeping those into account right now. I'll take and stop out on those trades to get this one in trade. Cause I can always leave a runner later. I'm gonna just try to leave a runner on every single trade that I take, personally. Yeah, just like every single, I'm gonna try to just leave one every single trade. If it gets stopped out, it gets stopped out. Majority of the time it will, but like I said, for the times it doesn't, it's gonna be crazy. Oh, how much is it? Damn. Yeah, I'll show you after I get into after I try to get in this trade. I'll try to show you how I backtest. 'Cause personally, bro, I suck at backtesting. I really do. Especially when you trade one pair, there's only so much I could backtest. I've been trading this pair for a year, so that's already a year every single day that I've seen already. You know? Yeah. Backtesting is always good, but personally, it's just I never found. I'm gonna show you what I personally do. Right now, you can see we're rejecting this 15-minute order block, which is right at this 50% right here. Personally, I want to get a little bit of a better entry at this 70.50% and this 70 and this 4 hour order block, which would be two confirmations in one. We also have that 50% of that 15-minute order block. So from this candle's high to this low right here is right at that order block. So that's something I'm keeping in mind. I'm not gonna put it just because there ain't no point. I already know where it's at. Wrong thing. Oh my god, I'm deleting everything but what I wanted to delete. Alright. Damn, this shit. Come on. There we go. Shit. You see that reaction right now. And my Metatrader is just waiting. Personally, I'm looking at it on the hour, matter of fact. We're rejecting this hourly order block also, which is right there. So I'm gonna change this 15-minute order block to an hour order block. We're up here. 35, 350. Yeah, bro, I'm telling you, these shits be fucked up. I'm telling you. Like, I just lead them, Jones. I'm telling you, bro, these brokers be all different. It's weird. That's why you kind of just gotta put like your actual the one you're gonna be trading on, and then just look at that too. Because my FTMO broker is so much different, so much different, so much different. Like it's different than all of these. Like it's just you know how it is. That's different. Mm-hmm. Like for me, I'm going short at 35, 454. That's where this be. Like here, I don't know if shit. You might not be able, it might not like here. Where is it at? I could just do my MetaTrader on my. Here, I forgot I could do this. Like, so here's my iPad. I don't even think you can see it, but if you see the screen, do you have the live open? All right, so look, this is on my right here. See how it's a little bit different on here? This is a 4-hour. So ideally, I would be wanting to go short at this 4-hour order block, which is right here. That last up candle before that down move at 35, 450. You see? That's where I'm planning to go short. But for you, it's totally different. And you can see I got those buy orders. Ideally, I'm trying to get that second one from yesterday stopped out if this trade goes well. Personally, I could care less if it runs. I got every day to get a runner. Because the gain I make from one trade is gonna be like 1,000 pip move with that runner. So you just gotta take one for the team sometimes. Nah, we'll probably still keep running. We just gotta wait. Patience. Yeah, we're dropping right now. We could not even come all the way back up there, but we'll see. We miss that trade, we miss it. Can't win them all. I'm gonna stay disciplined. I'm waiting to get in right up here. I've been feeling more disciplined lately, though. I'm trying to really like stick it in, because that's what my main flaw. I know if I was way more disciplined, I would be able to do so much more. Yeah, I'm like trying to. I'm just honestly, I'm just putting on the YouTube everything, shit that I know, tips, all that, how I trade, just everything about me. I'm not out here teaching what's the best stuff to do. I'm just teaching what I do, what I've learned, just educational. Cause I'm not trying to be biased. Like I understand how people be thinking and all that, so I try to like sway both sides. So it's like I won't say retail trading is horrible without have my reasoning behind it type shit. I'll explain why I say things I do. You know what I mean? And that's just the best way to have it. Transparency. People understand you better. Oh, I've listened to that 4 times. All four. Great. Mm-hmm. Who never gave up and just kept putting the time in. Yeah. That's why I have no kids until I'm a fucking millionaire. By the time I have kids, I'm not gonna have to do anything if I didn't want to. I'm gonna still work and shit, but it's gonna be because I choose to, not because I have to. That makes a big change when you have to work and you're choosing to work. Cause shit, I hate reading books, but if I reading like a book that I'm interested in, I'll read that shit, no doubt, for free. Ugh. Got about 11, 12 more minutes to 9:30. So two things that could happen. We could possibly trade back lower, get another entry to go higher, or we're going to trade, keep pushing high, tap into here, maybe consolidate a little bit before going lower, which is what I'm looking to do. I know I said I wouldn't be shorting US30, but shit, when the opportunity's here, it makes more sense. Based off of these higher time frames, I don't feel comfortable just going long, even though it's very possible. I don't know how comfortable I feel with it. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna pull this fib from yesterday's low to the high, and I'm gonna see if we could be rejecting the 38. We didn't even tap into it. I don't know. I think we're more likely to go short. I'm also keeping in mind his daily order block also. So let's see. If I lose this trade, it is what it is. If I really do lose this trade, though, I swear to God, I'm probably never gonna go short again. Cause like the statistic wise, for all my losing trades, so many of them are shorts. It's crazy. I know, but it's like, bro, look at this. This whole thing is pushing. But where, like, cause if I go off our confirmations, it's long term for higher time frame. It's not at an order block. It's not at a fib setup. It's at 34,500. Not even at 34,500. It barely tapped 34,500. So it's like hard, you know what I mean? It's kind of hard to really figure out what it's trying to do here. Yeah. And London has that high and low of the day. So now, like, if it was one high of the day, or it made the high and it didn't make the low, then I at least have an area I could then trade with that trend. If it made the high, I can ideally look to go short. But it made the high and the low. So now I got to figure out whether, if it keeps going long, honestly, it is what it is. I'll just have those runners running up more, I guess. But since it's early in the week, I still think there's a likelihood we will make the low of the week, possibly. It would be personally today, honestly, Wednesday. Unless that low of the week's gonna just be for Monday, which is right here. Which is where I got. If this ends up being the low of the week, then this is where my trade is, so it should be good. Right here. I can't even bring it over because it's a full screen. I keep trying to bring my MetaTrader and this full screen be fucking it up. Fuck it. I'm gonna just leave it over there. Low, just back to short trades only and look at the confirmation you're using. No, bro, it's the same thing. For shorts and buys, I look for the same confirmations regardless. It's just the probability of price shorting when I try to short is not there. Not saying just all my trades are wrong when I back test, but short. But for the most part, if you do probability, my winning trades are mostly buys. And if you put that along with the way US30 trades, it makes more sense. You know what I mean? You just have statistically, you have a higher chance of winning the trade if you're going long on US30 just based off the pass. I heard this ideally trade we're gonna be taking. Once price gets there, I'm going short, and we litty. 6th of September, the daily, there's a bearish order block. Price is at now. I know that's partially why I'm bearish right now. That's the main reason right over here. This daily order block, that's where we are. So even if we don't have a major drop, I'm looking for at least, all I need is 100 pips, 50 to 100 pips, 100 pip drop, fill in this fair value gap, 120. That's all I need. And if it comes down to 35, 300, that's 150. That's even better. And especially with the stop loss I'm using, this is a 27 pip stop loss, which is a smaller stop loss personally, but we will have it above this high. So. And this is I'm also keeping in mind that we still never broke this low. So there is a chance that still could be the low of that day. Even though I don't want to admit it, it's true. That still could be the low of the day. Right down here. I just false break. We're gonna see. Probabilities over possibilities. Higher time frames on my side, so it is what it is. Okay, I get it. I had the same issue with gold when I first started. Yeah. You just gotta put pop probabilities there, because that's really what trading is. So all probabilities, you got to take what is more likely to happen. That's why the more I'm all out, my strategy really is, I don't even really count as a strategy. I'm just looking for a whole bunch of certain confirmations and characteristics, and the more confirmations I have for a certain bias, the more likely that trade will play out. You know what I mean? Probabilities over possibility. There's a possibility that this could be the low of the day. There's a possibility that this could be the high of the day. But if I'm going over probability and how often something happens, I'm looking at the higher time frame. You know what I mean? Are these the same chart? Where'd my 4 hour go? What the hell? Interesting. Yeah, I don't know why. Fuck it. Yeah, I'm still bearish. As long as we stay under this, if we reject this 4 hour order block and remain under this daily one, we should be good. But you gonna see. I pull my fit from here to here. Yeah, we ain't even reject that either. A lot of possibility to the downside. The only reason I would expect price to really to start pushing is if it's just gonna go for that all-time high. Because keep in mind, these are the all-time highs right here. This is all we have. Is it the closest? Right here is the all-time high. Like right up here. That's our all-time high for USA. Which is kind of far now that I look at it. All the way at 35.6. You already know it. We're gonna see. Pushing up now. Yes, sir. All right, I'm going short. I'm at the area on my broker. So personally, you might have to wait a little bit, but I'm going short right here, based because my broker is right there. But you're gonna see I'm gonna be targeting ideally the low of the day, targeting down here to continue bearish. So let's see what happens. We have about 3 minutes until 9:30. Here, I'm gonna try to show the MetaTrader trade. Am I able to? I want to show. There we go. You can see, look at that entry up there though. If we continue dropping this shirt, but I'm gonna have about a 27 pip stop. 455 is where I got in. 482 is my stop. 35, 482. All right, pushing a little bit higher, but let's see what happens. Gotta have faith. Let's see. I'll just keep it over here. I'll move it over in a minute. Let's see what time. What time we have about 1 minute till 9:30. Let's see how we react. Or pushing. Just keep in mind it's 50% of this 15-minute order block we have here. Once we start really pushing past that, then we should keep in mind what could happen, which we are at now currently. So let's just see how this reacts to this area. If it keeps pushing higher, then it probably will keep pushing, but pushing, pushing. Let's see. 9:30. Let's see what happens. Ooh, showing the willingness to want to go lower though. Yeah, my stop's above this high, so I'm gonna just leave it at that. If it really keeps pushing, then ideally it's gonna keep pushing higher. So it'll just break this high, and it's probably gonna keep pushing. So ideally, if I get stopped out from this trade, I won't be taking any more personally, unless I get stopped out and it just starts coming my direction again. Let me put on my CPs. Yeah, showing the willingness. Let's just see. See, we can get to that TP1, man. That's what I want. TP1's only gonna be for about 30 pips. Oh, that's a push. Oh man, looking bullish. Yeah, it's probably gonna stop me out. Hey, it is what it is. Just let it happen. Yeah, it's getting real close to this high today. So ideally, it was probably the low of the day, which was created. So ideally, that trade set we're looking at down here probably would have played out. It would have played out. It did play out. Up. Bro, this is came close to this high, came close to this low, never took it. Make up your mind. It's like, man, it's not showing me where it wants to go. It's like it's this big consolidation. Unless this was just clearing the liquidity. Higher time frame, I'm so bearish. Because it hasn't really moved based on the higher time frame as much. Now we should be good. We're closing below. If we keep closing below that daily order block right here, then we good. But until then, yeah, I'm bearish too. We cleared the highs. That's what it looked at. What it did. Right here, we cleared these highs before falling lower. So now we just gotta hold it and just let it go to our TPs, ideally. Let me get the screenshot since we're at the entry right now. Oh, we got. I'm bearish on your 30 long term, a hard time for that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Okay, I get it. I had the same issue. Pushing up now. I'm looking for entry near 35, 474. I wish 35. I wish our brokers were the same, bro. I really wish they were. Yeah, it's like struggling. Yeah, let me get rid of all these. Let me just look at the 4 hour. Yeah, if Bitcoin's pumping, then this might be why. They're both just gonna go up. Hey, if it does, it does. But right now, this 4 hour candle took out these highs, this previous and the lows. So it's kind of in a difficult predicament. It could, but you know what I mean? Come on. Just get to TP1. That's all I need. That's just struggling. Yes. Come on. Come on. I know it wants to go down because it's rejecting this so bad. It's the 4 hour it's rejecting hard. See how it keeps remaining below it? It's struggling to really break. It cleared these highs. It probably traded into like a really lower time frame order block. Right up here, this 5 minute. Yeah, look. Traded into that 5 minute. But ideally, if we could just stay below this 4 hour, we should be good. And ideally, we should fall because I'm just keeping in mind higher time frame still. This daily order block. At least if I can get a small drop, 50 to 100 pips, that's all I need. I don't need 200. I just need a small drop to possibly 38 points, 20%. That's all, and then it can keep bullish from there if it wants to. Be my guess. What the NAS 100 do? NAS is still pushing too. Everything's just been bullish. That's the only thing I can say right now. Everything's bullish. When this starts to drop, it's gonna drop fast though. Like it's gonna struggle now, but when it drops, it'll drop. Yeah, we just gotta wait. Just let it do what it need to do. It's my yeah, it's just slowly pushing, but it's showing it doesn't want to take that high though. You know what I mean? Damn, you 30. Why you doing this? Why you doing this? Yeah, it's pushing, pushing. If it breaks this previous high, it hasn't broke this high it made in a while. So if it pushes past this, probably just stop me out. Yeah, it's probably gonna go for it. It's so close to the previous day high. It's just it makes me think it's gonna go bullish, but at the same time, it's hard to tell because both the high and low of the day are both protected right now. Facts. Part of the business. Business expenses. I did that when was it? I did it a while ago. Right here. Where was it? And here. I caught this move. What's it? No, I caught this move right here. See when the price came down to its daily order block? Oh, I got stopped out. Damn, rest in pieces. Damn. Rips. Yeah, it looks like it's just gonna keep bullish. Damn. US30, you suck. This shit's just pushing. That's why I hate trading when there's markets like this, because it had no order block rejection. I mean, it did, but nothing higher time frame. Little to no retracement. Look at this. Retrace literally like 20%. Look at this. Now it's rejecting again. Nice. Nice. This is where things start to get stressful. It cleared these highs. This is the low of the day right now. This isn't the high. We're still rejecting though. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna just see what happens. I'm gonna get rid of all these on here. And we're falling once again. Part of me wants to re-enter, but I might just wait. I'm gonna wait till it starts to drop and wait for retracement at that point. If I was to get in, I'm gonna just leave it as is right now. It's just struggling. Same thing with Nas. Nas just like doing the same thing too, back and forth. Showing wants to go higher and lower. I be like that sometimes. Took a smooth L. Where's my chart markups? This is all gone. Why is it all gone? What? Yeah, I don't know where my markups went. Alright. That's why I hate having certain charts open. It makes no sense sometimes. Hold on, I'm gonna try to get it on here. Nope, same bullshit. Alright. Yeah, I'm mad all my markups just disappeared now. Nah, I just went to Nas 100 when I came back. That shit was gone. Yeah, I hate this shit sometimes. Yeah, like what is all this shit? I hate fucking triggering me sometimes. Like, what is all this shit? Alright, hold on. I'm gonna just mark up the main things I was looking at. Put this daily order block right here. You know what? I ain't even gonna do it. Fuck that shit. Damn, that the only reason that kind of made me mad is because that's how I have to put all my shit back on to screenshot the chart that I took. Yeah, I guess I have to do it then. Because if I didn't have to journal my trades, I would not be doing this right now. But I gotta put all this shit back up because I gotta journal the reason I entered the trade. So we cleared this high, didn't clear the low. Hmm. Yeah, all these things are getting violated. But I mean, New York session's making the high of the day right now. So I'm gonna keep that in mind. Cleared the Asian session high. Ideally, we would probably be going for the lows if price was still bearish. But right now, it's just pushing. This here. Yeah, the only real order block is right here. This 15-minute, which is kind of shitted on. Look at the bright side. I'm up 550 pips on a runner. It did. Oh yeah, that's like I knew because I was telling you Bitcoin is going for all-time highs, and this probably is too. Now we got the all-time high. Now it's time to go short. About to sell everything. It's at 35,500. That's why 35,500 is where this tapped into. I'm still bearish. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm just waiting for a possible retracement. A retracement to take advantage of. Because we cleared these highs and immediately came lower. So that's showing me that we have a chance of making the high of the day right here. Right here to possibly reverse. I wish I had my markups. I have these right now. And ideally, if we were to still go short, looking at target here. Oh, yeah, we dropping now. And then target these lows down here. Ideally, if I can get in at this 5-minute order block, which is right here. How many pips is it high? 25. All right, this is my last entry. If this goes wrong, then I'm out. The reason I'm getting into this, we rejected, came up, closed above 35,500, tapped into it, had a false break to the downside. So I'm still taking the same trade idea, but in anticipation of I'm going for these lows now because I'm still bearish on higher time frame. And ideally, since we just made these all-time highs, I know a lot of people are probably going to be buying this breakout. Not all-time highs on here, but Bitcoin. So ideally, stuff is all bullish. So I'm ideally looking to short it all because I'm a menace to society. I'm a menace. I'm doing the opposite of what everyone else is doing. My stop is literally right above that previous wick that we made at like 2 pips away from 35,500. I got in right at this 5-minute order block. I would tell you the number, but it's gonna be different for you. I'm writing at this 5-minute order block right here. Let's see if we get stopped out. It is what it is. Just gotta manage risk and leave it at that. I'm bearish still, but it's not whether I'm bearish or not. It's whether price is gonna fall. It really matters. It doesn't matter if I'm bearish or not. If price is bearish, it just matters. Is it going to fall? That's why I'm looking at this. Yep. So this be the best because you don't gotta do nothing. You was like, oh wait, it hit TP. That should be the best feeling, Birdie. But right now, yeah. We'll probably get stopped out, but hey, that's my fault. I shouldn't have re-entered. I should just left as is. But I still think it's gonna go bearish. It's just the fact that at this, it's a weird point. It's just a weird point. Yeah, there's a lot of things probably playing into effect right now that I don't really see what's going on. So that plays a big part. Where was it at this morning? Damn. Yeah, that shit up there now. And I'm mad I lost all my markups. Like, that really killed me. Killed my whole vibe. I had a whole bunch, so I don't even remember exactly everything I had. It's just like, damn. Yeah, I had like this previous day high, but we pushed it right here. We're probably just gonna keep pushing. So personally, I might just cut this trade short in a second. Because it looks like it's gonna stop me out anyway. Everything's bullish, so it's just better I just stay out of it. I'm just trying to see. I might just let it hit stop loss. Matter of fact, it's already close enough. I might as well. Yeah. Came right up to it. It's just on me out. Rest in pieces. Yeah, I'm off it. Off it. Fuck this. Not the best day in the markets. That buy scenario we saw down here would have been the best case. But that's what I'm saying. Like, you're not always going to get that 9:30 opportunity. That opportunity was at 8:30. Right here. There you go. It was a small. Yeah, you still good. I'm up 620 pips on those runners still. That shit running. Yeah. We gonna see though. Shit. There's been times like I've had runners of like 1,000 pips, and it only takes like one bad day to stop you out. Just one bad day. No, I can't even take half on this at minimal. So it's just like I leave it or I just take profit type shit. So I'm gonna just leave them. This might be the low of the week. So here, matter of fact, I might be able to show you in a second. Let me just. Yeah, like look, these joints, they up there. I would say good day. I'm a little disappointed in this analysis, but it is what it is. Ain't nothing I can do now. Just leave it at that. Yeah, that shit flying. It's not wrong, because it's like, it's a fact that that's why I have such a mixed feeling when I try to trade at 9:30, because I saw this opportunity happen. I told you this was a great opportunity, but I wanted to wait till 9:30, and look at that. Yeah, that shit just gone. Hmm. Yeah, it was a small retracement. What did it retest? It retested that daily order block, but then it pushed off of it. Interestingly enough, yeah, it is what it is. I'm up a cool. I'm about to be up 700 pips. I'm chilling. It is what it is. We be back tomorrow. We be back tomorrow. Let me check Nash 100. I got stopped out. Yeah, same here, Birdie. Same here. Like, look at Nash. This is what I wanted to see. I want to see a wick, and this is probably gonna drop. That's what I want to see. Nah, I got this. I got this. Got this fucking nut. But nah, the real shit. But I'm about to. Where was that trade that I took? It was just going short. Uh, this is the 15-minute. But it's so weird because all these different brokers I was using showed something different. It is what it is, huh? Yeah, that's what I'm saying, though. That's why when you trade USA like this, it's better to stay out. But I was expecting a retracement. All right, bro. I'm gonna talk to you. You be safe. All right, bro. All right, everybody. So we gonna end it here. Today we took about a let me see how many pip loss. 28 on that trade and 34. So 34 plus 28, 34 plus 28. Took about a 62 pip loss today. So that's not bad. Just gotta manage risk, guys. Just gotta manage risk. Just gonna leave it at here. I'm gonna end it off here. For anyone wondering, I'm holding these runners from yesterday and the day before, so we're just gonna let them run. But yeah, I'm gonna just end it here. So hopefully you guys were able to learn something, be able to experience something. But I'm gonna end it here. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and make sure you don't forget to fear being